Alright, what's up guys, Marco and today I'm back as a brand new Ben 10 Big, the only action video for you guys, and today I'm going to be reacting to Ben 10 Season 1 Episode 2 T 4 and 5 breakdown video for you guys. So yeah, or technically remember Ben 10's early episodes. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk that much today because again I'm tired right now. I'm like I have to finish this reaction quickly and then I'm gonna do one more reaction after I finish this, and then I'm just going to take a break and I'm gonna come back again later. So yeah. But anyway, let's react to remember Ben 10's early episodes. I did react to reviewing and ranking every episode of Ben 10. I think that's going to be my final upload of Ben 10 breakdown reaction for this month, and then the next month I'm going to upload all three of these videos. So I think so. But anyway, let's stop talking. Let's stop talking and let's just react to remember Ben 10's early episodes. So yeah, oh yeah, because I downloaded this video. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Anyway, so let's react to Ben 10 breakdown reaction. Remember Ben 10's early episodes. So in T2, hold on a sec. Again, I don't need to talk that much because again I already did my first like talking more on my um is this the best is this the best Bill Gas reaction, and then reviewing and ranking every episode Ben 10. So this one I'm not gonna talk that much. Alright, anyway, so let's start the reaction in 3, 2, 1 and play.
There's nothing more we can do tonight. We'll check things out again.
Do you hear that? There's like a little bit of an accent in his voice too.
Oh yeah, it does.
I was out for a walk and then
I feel like this was probably the first episode
Yeah.
produced because this is episode 4 and he didn't do this in any of the previous
Maybe,
ones.
yeah.
Simple I've seen in general, not some of the first few episodes.
Alright, let's see.
What's up guys, Kuro the Artist here, and
What's
welcome
up?
back to another Ben 10 Breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look back at some of the first few episodes of Ben 10 Classic, and see if there's anything worth coming back to in Ben 10's earliest run
of course,
the
it
show.
would.
These are the episodes I feel a lot of people have seen in general, not just fans of the show, but probably haven't in quite some time, maybe even years. So it'll be fun to break them down and see what they're like today. Real quick, I just want to run through some quick updates on my review style. First, since the classic series takes place in a road trip across the United States, I want to see if the route they take is actually mappable. So at the end of each batch of reviews, we're going to come back to this map and fill it in piece by piece.
I got
Stick
it.
around towards the end of the video and we'll continue from there. I'm also going to have a little counter in the corner of the screen for every single time Ben says his signature catchphrase, "It's hero time," just as a little something extra to look out for when doing these reviews. Lastly, if any of you guys have any things you want me to look out for, stuff that I can keep track of or start making a new list of, similar to the map or the counter, please leave a comment.
Wow.
The first episode we're going to take a look at today is called Washington, D.C.
Yep, I remember this episode. This episode was good.
2006 on a Monday. This episode was written by
This is the
Greg
first
Klein,
appearance
whose
of
name
Emma,
you'll see popping
so
up a few
it's
times
going
in
to
the
be
written
good,
by
isn't
credits
it?
of the classic series, and Tom Pugsley, who also wrote the pilot episode.
Wow,
Tom
nice.
will be popping up a lot in the written by credits as well.
Tom
This
Pugsley.
episode begins with the gang's second recorded stop in their road trip in Washington, D.C., where they come across Dr. Animo, a strange scientist who, since being denied a special reward, starts to experiment on animals and build an army strong enough to take this reward by force. Meanwhile, Ben is on a quest to collect a golden sumo slam.
I remember that.
Being a hero doesn't always come with its own reward.
Of course
Let's
not.
take a look.
Alright, episode 2. Oh, but that is that.
Whoa, hold. All right,
soundtrack.
I know I just paused at the beginning last time, but I swear to God, is that a stock sound effect?
It
See,
is.
Look, I found it right
I
here
think
on
so.
YouTube.
Yeah, it is. It is.
See? I think it was really smart to use Heat Blast again. As
That's the
first
soundtrack that
episode
everybody
to
used
kinda
in
relate
like a
it to the last
shocking
one,
moment.
Since this is like only the second episode, it creates a sense of familiarity with the audience. That's a weird sound for Heat Blast's fire. Dude,
I guess.
Heat Blast is so cool though.
Yeah. Wow.
These
That's funny.
moments are very important too, to let you know, like, it really is Ben.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm still getting into the lyrics. I still don't know what the lyrics means fully.
Pretty strict back then. This cop has some sort of crazy
Wow.
laser gun,
Yeah.
which I think is actually like cooler. But it's like it sucks to know like it's because they can't have real guns, and
Yeah.
that just makes this seem a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I really liked this
Unrealistic.
scene because a lot of people kind of forget that Animo was just some dude. Like he gets very flanderized in the later seasons,
Yeah.
even the later series, where he's like this crazy evil genius who somehow has infinite funds to afford these
Yeah.
giant mechanical contraptions with ants, and like he always has a secret lab somewhere. Whereas here, he's just like some crazy guy, like in an apartment, like obsessed with all
Oh,
these animals.
yeah.
I really
True.
liked when Animo
True.
was much more grounded. But then again,
I
I did
guess.
have him build a machine that turns a person into a god in 5 years later.
What?
So who am I to say anything?
Oh, this
Right
is the
here,
5 years
cheek
later.
overlaps
Alright.
the nose. You see, like how all this stuff, it kind of looks like it was built in his house.
Mhm.
This kind of stuff is, I feel, what made Animo special. But like,
I guess,
look at those
yeah.
nails, dude. Ugh. Some
Ooh.
clippers. How do you type?
You'll find them under one roof at the grand opening of the district.
That's clearly not hiding.
Holy
Yeah.
canned octopus. I thought this store prided itself on wide selection.
Well, it's because you're in the can aisle, dude. Go to the seafood aisle.
Yeah. Idiot.
That was a
Idiot
cool
Max.
sound, how it kind of like built up. You don't really hear that. He really did all of this just to like take some stuff from the store?
Why?
Well, I guess he doesn't have enough money.
I guess
for it,
dramatic.
but this is a
Still.
bit extreme, dude.
Yeah, extreme.
Frog!
First time seeing this.
That's also Paul hiding.
How many fall I did?
Wait, no,
How many
is that
fall
D
did?
now?
Frog! Put your hand.
Yeah, that's Paul, definitely. Now he's D. Bradley Baker. You
How
heard it here,
many-
folks. Oh, that thing always makes me think
How
of,
many bosses did Paul
that online
dead?
Flash game.
Andy.
Something Pursuit. Savage
Oh,
Pursuit.
Savage, I did play that game
And the
on my
backstory
PC.
right here.
Brings back.
That one's a pretty famous error.
Oh, that brings back memory. Oh my god, brings back memories. Brings back memories. Yeah, that's bring back memories. It does. I played that game on my PC, on my dad's PC technically, but that was kind of my PC. I kind of used that a lot. So, yeah, that PC is now gone, and that's actually is gone. If I had a PC, I would have maybe you guys wouldn't see this in mobile. That's saying. But maybe I need a webcam too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think. I don't know. When I get a computer, I'm gonna record some videos on my computer instead of my phone because sometimes it's annoying. It's annoying to do.
So, a lot of people know about
But
that.
whatever.
That's a fast scooter too. Where do I get one of those? And right here, his hair is black, and you can tell it's really black, and it's not just dark shading because now it's brown.
If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything you want.
Wow. Oh come on.
All right, I feel like he should at least get it there.
Yeah.
Now the lesson's starting to become a little warped. Like you're not allowed to take anything from people.
That's so-
And I get like Ben's supposed to learn that being a hero is important
But-
first and foremost, and it's not about the rewards or anything. So maybe Grandpa's trying to nail that lesson home.
Oh,
but, I mean,
come
come
on.
Like he straight up said he would give him the card. Just let
Yeah.
him have the card.
I was finally gonna score the gold sumo slammer card.
No time for that now, Ben.
There's absolutely enough time. It takes 2
Yeah,
seconds. He
yeah,
takes the
literally
card,
2
he hands it
seconds,
to Ben,
even
he
10
it's
seconds,
like,
not that
30
long.
extra seconds. Come on.
Yeah, 30
Come on, Max.
It's about you.
Come on,
knowing you did
Max, yeah.
something good. Being
That's not
a
fair.
hero is its own reward.
You're absolutely right, Grandpa.
Yeah.
And I do agree that Ben needs to learn this lesson.
Yes,
but perhaps
but-
you could have taken the card and then hold on to it and then give it to Ben when you feel like he's deserved it. But I mean, you didn't need to completely turn him away from the card there. Like I don't know.
No, I agree with
this
you,
is probably
Kuro.
Animo's best episode.
I agree with
just
you.
because it really like gives him an identity, and that is an
That face
interesting
looks
thing to
weird
create
on
a character
Animo. That
sort of
normal face
parallels with
looks
what's
weird.
happening with
That's for
Bendy,
me.
How both
He
Ben
looks
and
different.
Animo have something that they desire, and they aren't getting it, and now it's up to them to decide what kind of person they're going to be and how they're going to take that going forward.
Washington, D.C.
Or Washington, D.C.
Wow.
She said it.
Yeah,
mean,
the
this
title.
is revolutionary. Like Animo
Mammoth.
doesn't have to be evil. He should just like I don't know, sell this to the government or something. He'd
Honestly.
be rich. He'd get all of the accolades and admiration
Honestly.
he desired.
Honestly,
He just did
he
this
could
kind of
have.
stuff, but not in a crazy way. And he didn't win that award. Like somebody beat him. What are the other guys doing?
Yeah. What? More kiddie
Now
stuff
the
than
debut
Animal.
of one of the most iconic
Yeah, so-
aliens in the
Oh,
franchise. I
forearms.
wasn't too big of a fan of forearms growing up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they do just kind of.
Never. You know what, Kuro? You sour dude. I'll never be friends with you, bro. If I ever met you when you were a child, bro, never. You never liked forums as a kid. Who do you like? If you like hate, that's fine. But if you didn't like forums, fine. Maybe it's not your favorite alien, but if you didn't care about it,
You're on top. I always
wow,
felt like they ripped out
man.
of his shirt, but they just kind of
Yeah, those come out.
pop right on there.
Yeah, pop.
And look at that. There's some parts that aren't even connected to anything. This is a very disgusting, but such a visually
Nice.
captivating transformation sequence. Look
Yeah.
at this. Oh my
Oh.
god. Face.
What the?
Thoron's kind of
That looks so.
roars and
Alright.
growls a lot more than he normally does. Almost like he was supposed to be much more animalistic with his vocal tones.
I
Like,
think
listen
so.
to him right here.
Yeah.
You hear that? How there's kind of like a roar put in right behind his voice? And then listen to here when he says, "Let's wrestle."
Let's wrestle.
Yeah,
His voice
wrestle.
definitely gets much higher and much less
Yeah.
animalistic in the series.
It does. Damn.
She's gonna have great strength to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That and smacking the droid in the earlier episode too. See, even Max is like, "Where's all this power coming from?"
That face, I didn't. Oh my god, that face was funny. That
I'm
face
always
was
amazed
funny.
by the classic series, and I like how like he's not even. Ooh, the inside of the mouth is actually kind of whack.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, but
Whatever.
you can see his ribs and his muscles. And this scene right here is great. Like
Damn.
the shadows, but he's also slightly moving too. So this isn't even a loop. Every single frame in this sequence.
Oh,
is
yeah.
unique. Like you can see it's wrapping around him, but he's also slowly raising his
Yeah.
hand.
First things first.
Damn.
We have to find.
Look at the road, Max.
He
Here it is,
doesn't
the
look
first
the
one of the
Lord.
series. Y'all ready?
It's hero time!
The first one.
What?
What?
Gotta see that.
Oh. Ooh. I mean,
This
it's
hand
not
is,
that
like,
ghost.
shaking,
Then
too.
fall on
Like,
someone.
This is like a really intense thing that's happening.
I mean, yeah, it is
That's
intense.
probably the best way I've seen the dial merge into his
Yeah.
arm. And then the flick, the strong whoosh. Oh, now this I like too. You see the wings actually pierce out of his clothes. This is probably the most well done transformation sequence I've seen.
I
so
guess.
far. Next to
Yeah.
Heat Blasts. Heat Blasts is like a work of art, but Stingflies is like it really looks like he's transforming. God,
Yeah.
Max is horrified.
Of course he would. I would be if I was
Also
Max.
one of the first, I think the first named alien on screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he almost dropped her.
Stop Animo. We're all
Didn't he
He
drop
also
her?
trusts Ben is like ready to fight too. He's like,
Whatever.
go handle it, Ben. You got this. You got that tennis and blood in you.
Wow. Are you? Yeah.
Again, he definitely.
Okay, that's
has
his
enough
fault.
time to do both. That's freaky as hell. How can they do this, but they can't have guns in the show? Look at that.
You know what? That's
He's
true.
super stringy.
It's their
This guy
fault.
his body
Blame
is
me on no
really
vaccine.
black away. I don't think the teeth are supposed to be black here though.
Yeah, no. Ooh.
Jeez. Yeah, like up the
Yeah,
neck.
looks
Look
good.
at all of this.
I don't
Oh my
care.
God.
It looks good. Wow, that's funny.
This one you just. Whoop.
At least a
That's
sad
funny.
trophy from Animo.
Oh, enjoy.
I like that he starts collecting souvenirs and it
Yeah,
comes up throughout
I like
the first
that too.
season. I wish he kept doing that forever. Now
Me
that I
too.
think about it. Like by Omniverse, he can have like a whole wall or even a whole room dedicated to trophies and stuff. Okay, so second episode, not bad. The plot, I'm gonna give it a 3. It does
Nice.
a good job of building off of the first episode. Weaves a narrative that gives Ben the lesson that he needs to learn. And
Yeah.
the parallel between Animo and Ben's desire for the Sumo Slammer card is nice. I feel like it could have been done a little bit better, but not in a way that I
guess.
would really change anything.
Yeah.
It's really fine. Characterization, I'm gonna give a 4. I feel like
Really?
everyone was
Wow.
written much better in this episode than they were in the last
Really?
one. Everything just felt that
You know
much
what,
more
yeah.
fleshed out. And I very much
They feel
prefer
like-
how Animo
especially
is in
Max.
this episode than
And
the
Max
other
kind of
ones.
feel like more a
Visuals, I'm
character
gonna give
than
another
in the
4
episode 1.
too.
Makes
Again,
sense.
You can never beat the classic series when it comes to their style.
Of course. And Max did feel more in character in this episode more than the last episode. So you know what? I get your point, Koro. Yeah, it makes sense.
And animation,
And
but it was really
visual
only
for
in,
me-
like,
yeah,
small
good.
segments and stuff. Like when it mattered, it looked
Importance,
really
I
good.
think
But
4 or
in
5.
this episode, not too much really happened. It was kind of just to further flesh out the characters, so there wasn't really too much of an opportunity for it to get like a 5. But what we saw, everything we saw, I'd say it looked really good.
Wow.
Importance, it's gonna go down to a 2. You don't really need this.
All right. I don't know. Should I disagree with you? I don't think I should. I'm just like, okay.
Introductory
Uh,
episode to understand the characters
Okay,
or
fine,
Animo,
whatever.
especially because this is the only
Okay,
episode that
entertainment
you
has to get a
really
4 or
the
5.
character. And while it's nice how it builds off of the first episode, this is one that you can really skip if you'd like to. And
No.
for entertaining, I'm just gonna give it a 3. It did keep me engaged the whole time, but I'd say this episode
Okay, that makes me
is on
mad.
the lower.
That makes me mad. That definitely makes me mad. Like, okay, you should put at least 4, Kolo. Didn't you enjoy this episode? I mean, some people didn't. For me, I did enjoy this one. Really good. Really enjoyed it.
End of the
So,
rewatchability
yeah.
scale. We did get our first hero time though, and that was nice. That brings this episode to a
Good.
total of 16 points. While I do feel like
Wow.
this episode is a little bit more fine-tuned than the last episode, it is held back by not really having a staple on Ben 10 as a whole,
I guess.
and it's not the most interesting episode out there.
69 out of 25, not bad. But it should have been more.
Premiering
But whatever.
January 14th, the following day of the last premiere
Alright.
on a Tuesday. This one was written by Man of
Like, I
Action,
like
the
this
four
episode a lot.
founders of the holy grounds of Ben 10. The trio
This episode I like more than episode 2, wasn't in BC. That's because this episode was fun for me at least. So, yeah.
are taking a stop
That's
by the
it.
lake when they start to hear rumors of a mysterious creature living in the waters.
Huh?
And Ben thinks he's seen it himself. Investigating
He did.
this rumor is local sea hunter Captain Shaw
Captain
and
Shaw,
marine
I thought-
biologist Jonah Menville, who
Jonah
is
Menville.
secretly a trafficking
I always forget
criminal
the
that is
captain's
trying to
name.
steal the Kraken's
Captain
eggs
Shaw.
and sell them to the highest
That's
bidder.
that's such an easy
This is
name
really nice,
to say,
this mist effect going
but whatever.
across.
I always forget.
Midget?
Ooh, that was harsh.
Wow.
Down in your face.
Yeah, the
his
voice.
voice is it's still not quite there yet.
Yeah,
for ours,
yet.
but, it sounded more like him than the last episode.
I guess, yeah.
By a giant.
Oh my god, that voice.
All right, now his voice is starting to bug me. That's interesting.
Yeah.
The whole Man of
It's
Action
annoying.
crew to writing this episode.
Is the-
compared
is-
just as Joe Kelly and Stephen T. Siegel. Although it does kind of stand to reason that if 2 out of the 4 Man of Action crew are writing an episode, maybe all of them have their input on it. I am gonna get the full credit.
It's
for
annoying.
Man of Action, but if not, just let me know if anyone ever finds out. Ben doesn't have his little tuft of hair back here. He always looks weird when.
Oh, yeah, he
people
doesn't.
draw that. It, like, it really makes
He
it
doesn't.
balanced.
That's weird.
Get a bard. I ain't got all day.
Who is that?
A voice.
Jim Ward. Interesting. Jim Ward
I don't know
also
him.
does Accelerate, Diamond Head, and Wildvine. Ben's hair is cut off right
I
now.
didn't know
They
that.
probably
You know what?
drew him
Whatever.
much lower and needed to raise him to be in line with the boat. Highlights aren't colored in his eyes.
If you
Whatever.
got the stomach for some real adventure.
Wow.
He says it to the kid so that he can convince the grandparent. This guy, man.
Ben, I don't want you to put too much stock into what Mr. Shaw says.
See, it's interesting because we find out later that Max has worked with the Saturdays on cryptid-related matters.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes me wonder if this is part of Max still trying to keep the existence of, like, you know, all aliens and supernatural stuff a secret. I mean, obviously, it's because the decision to make Ben 10 and the Secret Saturdays share the universe hasn't been decided yet. But, you know, might as well make an effort to justify continuity.
I never watched that
And
series.
this is the first time Ben has...
Don't you knew about the Secret Saturdays on in that one episode in Omnibus where the Secret Saturdays appeared? Does the Secret Saturdays has its own? So if it does, I never watched it, and if it did, never will
ever
watch it.
mistransformed in
Even
the
if
show.
even if
Three
it even if
episodes
it
felt
has
like
been,
that
then
they
no.
took their time to start introducing all of the abilities.
Maybe in the
and
future,
disadvantages of
if
the
it-
Omnitrix. The
if
show
that's
doesn't
so.
shove it all down your face at once, so you have enough time to accept what happened in the last episode, so that they can keep on building in the next.
I said rip jaws, not accelerate.
Wow.
Stupid what?
Miss
Ben also mentioning aliens he hasn't transformed into on screen has also implied that he has used the Omnitrix and had adventures in between
Wow.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a detail, but it's something to note that every time you see Ben on screen, that's not everything he's done. There are important things happening off screen.
I
I
guess.
like that he trips a little bit too.
Wow.
Accelerate always had the best sound effects, I swear.
Really?
How fast
I
it
guess.
needs to be to run on water. Wow, would you believe 67 miles an hour? I mean, I guess it's never been proven before, but you'd think it needs to be at least a little bit faster. That was pretty
Alright.
slick. So he stops spinning enough for him to, like, have a stance.
Wow.
And then
That's weird.
backflips onto the boat.
All right.
Nice
Oh.
job, Accelerate. This guy is fast. Helmet looks pretty whack here though. Oh wow, and Accelerate looks freaking jacked.
What the? Yeah, it does. That looks
Man, this is a great
kinda
episode
good.
for Accelerate.
Wow. That's funny.
This is just like the last episode with a card. Like Shaw, if he really wanted to, has enough time to shoot that harpoon and get Ben. These people act like you can only do one thing or the other. Like there's multitasking. In fact, Max could throw the life preserver.
Maybe.
Not that I want the Kraken to get shot, mind you. Like I'm pro Kraken, but I mean, there's better ways to have conflict.
Maybe, yeah. But whatever.
He almost killed that kid.
It's hero time.
That's another.
Nada. Nice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The luck. Ooh, look at
Yeah,
look at
that luck.
That's not right.
Yeah, that looks
Looks like we were
weird.
both a little too hard-headed.
I'm glad that Max owned up to that too. Good for you, Max. He's like, I was wrong. Let's go save the day.
Find the eggs. What about
Oh, that must have been hard to animate. Like
What?
Ben right here, the boat's going up
Oh.
and down, and they have to like match Ben to the boat. They didn't have to do that.
I'm gonna kick some.
Oh, they don't do it here, which is strange. 'Cause
Whatever.
it'd be so much easier here. Just shift the image up and down. From the perspective they were at before, you'd have to redraw it. New transformation. This part always looked disgusting to me. It's like throbbing.
Oh,
These
yeah,
little
that's
flashes are where
disgusting.
it's inverted.
Oh,
It's
this
nice to
is
see the
kind of like
processing
one of my
just a
favorite
lot.
transformations
And he's wearing his life
sequence
preserver,
ever.
too. I like that they changed the
Oh,
transformation. for
like
this.
that.
This one's very well done too, especially this shot right here.
Ooh, the
That's
mouth
great.
coming
The
out.
Transformation background
The
seems
jaw
pretty clean here too. He's got some great
coming
tech
out.
for being a criminal. Oh man,
Not the
those
eggs.
are sturdy, lucky eggs. Look at Gwen's. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, watch this.
That's
Gwen
funny.
Totally understands all of this. What? It doesn't even matter either. This guy just jumps in.
Wow.
Boom.
Oh god.
She turns around to make sure. Good. So this happens really quickly, but
What?
the transition into his swimming.
Oh.
What would you call this? Tail?
Hmm.
Appendage? I
Like,
guess.
I don't
That's
know.
such a
Tail.
really cool thing for Ripjaws to be able to do. That's such a big jaw.
Ooh,
Dude. This is
yeah.
some pretty great action. Ah.
So stupid.
Yeah. Good. Be a hero, Ben. Yeah, but don't forget who's the bad. Not
Yeah.
my favorite
Woo.
episode, to be honest. The
What? I hate you.
plot only gets a 2 for me. It is simple and bare bones like the previous episodes, but unlike the previous episodes, it didn't even seem to have its own flair on the genre. It's just the usual, there's a ship where there might be a monster in the sea, and then they find out there really
2 more
is,
episodes
but they
left.
lie about it to protect it.
Then
It's
done.
nothing new, and not the best thing for Ben 10, but I wouldn't say there's any real big plot holes in it either, and nothing that really ruins the episode. It's just not special.
Alright,
Characterization,
whatever.
I'll give it a 4. The characters
Okay,
were
that
written
one-
very well for
yeah,
this,
that
so
one
they
I
had some
give.
clever lines. They seemed very much like themselves, so it at least has that going for it. Visuals, I'm gonna give it a 3. The action was stellar. The scenes with Accelerate and Ripjaws were extremely well done.
Yeah.
Stinkfly's scene was alright too, and the Kraken moved pretty nicely. But the very rundown, swampy, murky sort of
I
feel of the
guess.
episode is not that appealing to look
Alright,
at.
whatever.
It does fit the tone of the episode, but that doesn't excuse it for being boring to look at. Importance? I'm gonna have to roll out another 2. It's a
Damn.
completely skippable episode. The only
Come
reason
on.
it has any points to begin
Oh,
with is because
God.
it is the first
I'm
time
mad
we
at
see
you.
Ben mistransform, although that isn't really important as it seems to have happened off screen enough times for Ben to recognize what
I
has
guess.
happened. So we as the audience never really get to see the first
Yeah.
time Ben actually mistransformed. And like I said, the action scenes with Accelerate and Ripjaws were really good. But other than that, this episode's alright if you want to go ahead and skip it. Entertaining, I'm gonna give it a 3. It does seem like I would probably give it a little bit lower points with all of my previous statements, but I wouldn't exactly say this episode bored me to tears.
Okay,
It is
yeah.
still Ben
It
10.
isn't
It's nice to see
boring.
the characters, and it's cool to see the aliens. And the Kraken, despite its only appearance being in this episode, and somewhat of a reference to it in Omniverse, but we'll get there. It does seem to have a pretty significant impact on the fans as a very memorable episode, and it even had its own online game. It is
I
still
did play
something
that
alright
on
to watch
PC.
again. New outfit. Sorry, I forgot to record the final bit, but that brings the Kraken up to a total of 14 out of 25.
Oh,
Not
that's
looking too
that's
good, but at least it's
disappointing.
above the halfway
Man,
mark.
I'm mad about
Hey
that.
guys,
I'm
quick
really am.
reminder, the first 10 chapters of 5 Years Later is available for a watch. The link is in the retirement, premiered on Cartoon Network. Written by
Skip
Marsha
that.
F.
Why not?
Griffin. Marsha has only written 2 episodes of the series during the show's
Really?
entire run, so let's see if she can get it right. This episode has Max bring the kids along to a visit to their Aunt Vera in Retirement Village. But Ben starts to notice something strange going on with the neighbors. It turns out that residents are starting to be replaced by the Limax, shape-shifting aliens that feed on old people specifically.
Damn.
Let's see how this plays out.
Alright.
Have that's non-fat with less than 3% sugar.
Napkin.
That's a good line.
I'm about
Wow.
to go rocky road.
That was not a good line.
Yeah,
It's
no.
a pretty cool introduction for Upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, this is the first appearance of Upgrade. Nice.
He just did that last episode as Ripjaws.
Oh yeah, I did.
Excitement in
Nice.
This place is probably watching the grass
Oh my
grow.
god. Look at Gwen.
Oh my god, so
What?
funny.
She's like sadly typing.
Yeah,
She's
what?
not even looking at the screen. She's like, it's Ben's time to say his line.
Wow.
Just sit here and-
Poor Gwen has to deal with Ben.
Did you see that?
No, she was too
No.
busy gazing into the abyss. It's crazy that sometimes
So funny.
the show will put such incredible detail into things like Vilgax's groans, but Aunt Vera's watch can look like this.
Wow.
Now, what are
Two.
these brown chunks in the mold?
Oh, the boys.
That's a strange line delivery. Can we have that again, Paul?
Wow.
Ghost Freak
Ghost
being inverted when he's
Freak,
intangible
ooh,
is such
nice.
a great idea, though.
That face.
Oh, Ben, you're such a goof. So it's interesting that the Omnitrix... Oh, wow, look at that dial.
Ooh, weird.
Yeah, the Omnitrix turns intangible with Ghost Freak, but his eye doesn't. I would have
Weird.
both the eye and the Omnitrix not be
Yeah.
intangible. I feel like if his eye can be beyond that effect, the Omnitrix definitely
Mm-hmm.
should.
Is something fun to do around here?
Yeah, let's go steal something.
Yeah,
There's a carpet.
let's do
I
it.
wonder if this
Let's
is
do the
supposed
golf
to be,
cart.
like an allusion to a dead body.
What? Oh, that, yeah.
Ah, that's a
Kinda
sneak
does.
peek. He doesn't turn his head around. It like merges.
Oh,
Look at that.
yeah.
There's, like, some
Oh, that's
bounce that
disgusting.
falls into place, too.
I like that, but I
There's
don't
some
like it.
motion happening. The body too. It's like
Whoa.
selective parts
Okay,
of
this
him
guy has to
are
get like a
rather
4 or
than
5 in
because
visuals.
the arm that's putting
Has
it down
to.
is his left arm, but up here it's his right arm. So that's pretty cool. Man, whoever owns that is gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Wow. What is this weakness? Why?
My eczema.
Ben, you
So
smacked
stupid.
her. What
Weakness.
hurt?
Ah, she's old. She'll forget.
Wow.
Oh,
So mean.
oh my god.
I'll never say that.
We should do some investigating.
Okay,
I
that
really
voice
like
sounds
that Max,
weird.
Like right off the bat believes him.
Us old fogies don't forget as much as you think.
See, and he's kidding around too. God, Max is such a good guy.
There's nothing
is.
more we can do tonight.
Yeah, the boys.
Alright, well, maybe his voice is his flaw at least
Yeah.
for this episode. Like, I love Paul Eiding as Grandpa.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you can definitely tell this is one of the first few episodes.
But once I'm back, we'll check things out again.
Do
Wow.
you hear that? There's like a little bit of an accent in his voice,
Yeah.
too. It's not that important. Like, I definitely didn't notice this, like, the first 10 or so times I've seen this episode. But now that I'm trying to, like, analyze these episodes for these breakdowns, like, it's sticking out to me hardcore.
Damn.
Clean it up. Clean it up right
How?
Alright, that's definitely not Aunt Vera.
No.
Come on.
How?
No reaction? What?
Yeah.
See, Ben gets it. He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
"Did
with
you
Ben."
See that, Gwen? Yeah, that strange
Ooh.
orange light is back.
I like it. I don't know why.
Got it. I'm starting to speak mutt.
I
How?
wonder if that was like a plant for something that they didn't really follow through for.
Who
like
knows?
where Gwen would be able to
Maybe.
understand Wild Mutt, because he didn't even point to anything. Like, he straight up just made noises at her, and she was like, got it. So
Got it.
I know it wouldn't really make sense, but it would have been cool to like see some type of thing build off of that, like where Gwen can understand Wild Mutt.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's not really needed.
Wow. Gonna make explosive one, but
Those things are strong.
damn.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, my god.
That's gruesome.
His teeth isn't colored in right here. There's a lot of like unfilled in corners.
Oh yeah.
I've
Mm.
noticed this in a few scenes in earlier episodes, but I cut my reaction. But this one I'm keeping because it's very noticeable in this shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out for a walk.
Yeah, the boys.
Alright, yeah. just
Doesn't
keep
do
that
for
voice.
me.
Come on. I feel like this was probably the first episode produced because this is episode 4 and he didn't do this in any of the previous ones.
Look what's
Wow, how many old people live here?
they've got Aunt Vera.
Wow.
And this is the first time we see the real ending the Heat Blast's
Yep, the
transformation.
real
Very
transformation.
strong pose for him. I like
Yeah.
it. I don't think that was supposed to happen because
What?
I hear a sound effect as if he's charging up something. but you don't see anything in
Well.
his hands. But then he just shoots out this beam.
Let me hear it.
This frame looks really cool.
Ooh.
That's a nice frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, like listen.
Oh
It
yeah.
sounds like there was supposed to be something.
Yeah, it was
like
supposed to
this
be.
hands.
Things.
So what happens to their collective consciousness? Like, are the Limax all like one thing that's split up in the middle, or when this thing fuses, do their minds combine? I
Who
mean, I
knows?
guess it looks cool, but like, I don't know. None of this stuff matters. But
Maybe
this is what I
minds
think of
combined,
when I
but who
watch
knows?
stuff like this. Yeah, so maybe it like
Hmm.
spawns. I don't know. I don't know. What's
Who
going on.
knows?
They hate water.
Who'd have guessed, Gwen? Who'd have guessed?
Aw, that's
Aw.
good. I'm glad he gave her a hug. And we get this, but they never actually return.
Wait. Alright, I just went back to my room. I just teleported to my room. How? I just had to. I think I might just teleport in my dining table room. Maybe later. I think I might teleport. Maybe. But for now, no. I might interrupt the video again. Great. I'm gonna stop joking and stop talking. So anyway, let's start the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's play the reaction.
Okay,
Alright.
so the plot can run itself back up to a 3. As you can
This
see,
one
none of the
was
first
good,
two
but not
episodes
as
of
good
Ben 10 are
as I
really all
thought
that
it was.
complicated when it comes to the plot. But I feel like that's a good thing for the early episodes of the series.
I guess.
This is another one that's pretty trophy, but I like what I saw.
Me
I
too.
wouldn't have minded if the Limax actually did return one day.
Yeah, I
Characterization,
wish.
It's gonna get another
Oh yeah, I
3.
didn't talk about the Limax. Yeah, I wish Limax came back again. I just wish one more time would have been nice, but the fact that it didn't makes me so effing mad. So mad. But whatever.
Despite
Whatever.
being written by a guest writer, none of the characters really seemed that much out of character, but there wasn't too many characters to deal with, especially because Max got replaced halfway through the episode,
Yeah.
and a lot of the focus was really put on Ben, who, at this point, is pretty hard to get wrong. Aunt Vera seemed a little bit too nonchalant, and of course, there was that questionable Grandpa Max voice. Visuals,
Yeah.
this episode, I feel like deserves a 5. First
Yes!
5 I've given since
Thank you. This one I agree. On visual, it should get a 4 or 5. Hi. Yes. I'm happy.
pilot.
I'm
All of
happy.
the action was really well done. The Limax, while not too complicated of a design, looked very brilliant in animation. There's a lot of little things in this episode where they really went the extra mile with the way they had the
Yeah, how many
animators
minutes have
incorporate
been?
movement.
32.
And with
Not
an
bad.
episode like this, where there's a lot of liquidy and shape-shifting
Hmm.
characters, it's very easy to want to cheapen the effects. As something with this much fluidity, especially because you can always see the inside of the Limax's
Ooh.
organs and whatnot.
Oh,
changing
that
and
looks
breathing.
good.
It's very easy to not want to have to put in all the effort to make it look good, but you can tell the animators didn't slack in this episode.
Uh-huh.
Importance, unfortunately, that's where this episode comes
Yeah.
down. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
give it a 1. Aunt Vera, while
I-
she does
okay.
return in Omniverse, her return is not needed with this episode as her introduction. The
I
Limax
guess.
never return. There's nothing that has to do with the overall
True.
arc, and since the only real character that this episode focuses on is Ben, and he doesn't really develop much in this episode either,
I
you're
guess.
really not missing much. It's a great episode to watch for its fun visuals, but it's a totally skippable episode. But entertainment, that's where this episode's strength comes out again, and I'm gonna have to give it a 4. I just
Really?
really like how this
Alright.
episode looks, and despite
Okay.
having a simple plot,
Alright,
being
good for
able
you,
to sort of
Kolo.
see where this episode is gonna go and points out its tropes almost makes it that much more engaging. When you see the subtle hints that the Limax's one weakness is water, you want the main characters to figure it out and use it to their advantage. And overall, it's just a very fun episode. That brings permanent retirement up to a 16 out of 25.
Not bad.
Better than the last episode, but it still can't
Same.
beat the pilot. Let's move on to the next one. Our final review
Oh, this one is gonna be
of
my
the
favorite
fifth
one ever.
episode, Hunted. This premiered
Oh,
the following
Hunted.
Saturday on January 28th, 2006. Written by Adam Beacon, who has also only written a handful of episodes during Ben 10's entire 230 episode catalog. Many fans find this episode to be the first turning point in Ben 10's story, as we finally return to the Vilgax plotline first established in the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Vilgax hires 3 intergalactic bounty hunters to go down to Earth and retrieve the Omnitrix from Ben Tennyson. But unknown to Vilgax, and for most of the episode, the main trio themselves, one of them is secretly on their side and is
Yeah.
trying to protect Ben and the Omnitrix. Meanwhile, now that Ben has been used to the hero game for a few adventures, he realizes he has to start expanding how he uses the Omnitrix and think a little bit more tactically.
Alright. This episode's gonna be fun. Or breakdown.
So you think
Whatever.
that's because of his armor. But we know.
Yeah.
We know.
We know. We know.
That's smart too.
But the
Bill
first time
Gax is
watching
like,
it,
you know what? You're
oh,
all
the armor.
Why choose? This is
Protecting
a great
it.
scene too. When you see Ben practicing, this is freaking elaborate. Like he built all of this just to use like once, because you can only use it once too. They're on the road. I suppose they don't have to keep on traveling, but they know they're going to. So
Yeah.
So I was wrong
Ooh.
about the last transformations. I'm pretty sure in later transformation scenes, you see the spikes grow out of his back. I'm pretty sure later on they edit the transformation a little bit. They actually redid the whole thing.
Oh,
here.
yeah,
See,
they
look,
did.
There's this extra motion where he sort of shoves his
Yeah.
arm forward. Now the crystals are like forming out of his knuckles.
Yeah,
too,
it looks different. It
and
does.
overlapping his fingers. His skin
I
is
kind of like the
also-
original one.
there's,
I don't
like,
know
this
why.
pale wrapping around it.
I kind of do.
Like there's
But
this
whatever.
type of protection happening before he gets absorbed in diamonds. And I'm very indifferent about the new eye scene. Because here you see the pupil kind of flip up, which is nice, and then
Yeah,
this effect
but-
is very nice. But I also liked how last time
Yeah.
you saw the detail of the crystals.
Yeah, that one I
overlapping
liked
his
more.
eye. I guess it's cool.
But the
that, like,
spikes
they have
coming
two
out, that
different
one I
versions
like
of
more in
Saudi
the new one than the
and
original one.
shoes, I guess. Why pick a favorite if you don't need to? That quick head turn.
Ooh.
Nice. And this part too, I love it.
Yeah.
Crystals kind of jolt
Only
out
the
of his
spikes.
neck.
It's bothering me. Then those would have been the best one for me.
And he's so shiny.
Shiny is good, but
He's
whatever.
good. You can't deny that.
There's no
Look at
point.
this. Incredible. And I like it too because Ben's cocky, and like that's the lesson of this episode. But it's not like other characters where they're like cocky because that's their personality. Like Ben's cocky because he's good.
I've kicked so much alien butt, my feet hurt.
All right, yeah, you know he
Nah.
could tone it back a little bit. He's
Wow.
also 10, so like, what 10-year-old wouldn't want to brag if they had that much
Yeah.
dexterity? But it's good that Max is like trying to keep Ben in line with becoming a good person. Like Max really shapes who Ben
Yeah.
grows up to be, and you especially see the contrast of Ben without Max in the episode Ben 23, the universe where Ben grows up when Max dies early. But that's hundreds of episodes away.
Yeah,
So that
there's
would be
a
odd
hundreds of
to see that
episodes.
They didn't line up Ben here with the table. Now, this shot right here, I'm sure a lot of people recognize from that Battle Ready game. Still never beat it.
I
This
don't
shot
think
right
I
here
never
was
played
reused
that
in
game. Yeah, that's the
as
only game I
start
didn't
cutscene.
play it on PC, sadly.
And now right here is where you get the Gwen 10 reskin of the game. This is the second time we've seen Ghost Freak, and the second time Ben's used it
Wow.
to screw Gwen. Now
Really?
this sound effect right here, I feel is in every single episode of the classic
Really?
series in
Huh.
some way, shape, or form.
Alright.
Oh, that's a really neat looking attack.
What?
Look at that. It could just be a laser, but no, it looks like this. I always appreciate the extra effort this series put in. Although they always seem to be doing Ghost Freak's Omnitrix icon dirty. The Omnitrix
Nah.
is drawn pretty weirdly in this shot.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Remember me?
That's the same
Yeah.
move the giant robot did in
Oh,
the first
yeah.
episode to Ben.
Nice.
Oh my god.
How?
Max.
Impossible.
No, Ben. That's just what it wants.
See, Ben should take Max seriously here, because Max usually has Ben's back, so when he says to stand down, I would stand down.
Yeah.
I don't like how Crab reacts to the smoke here. His function is that his head pops into here to protect him. I feel like he should have did that.
It's the most powerful weapon in the galaxy.
Mhm.
The key to an epic battle between good and evil.
Good
Man,
and
I love how
evil.
they're hyping up the Omnitrix now. Like, we
Yeah.
take for granted how much we know about it, but back when it was like this big mysterious thing that like every little bit of information about it was mind-blowing, I miss the mystery of the show.
Me too.
I know too much.
That was so scary.
Wrong. I am a noble warrior.
Wow.
So I know that, you know, Diamond Head is voiced by Jim and Tetrax is voiced by Dave, but like back in the day,
Back in the day, yeah, I think he's going to say what I'm going to say. Back in the days, I couldn't tell them apart. The voices sound the same. For me, I still think the voices sound the same.
could not tell the difference between their voices.
Yep.
Because like they do the same kind of voice.
Yeah,
I wish
they
their
do.
voices were like, if they were gonna go
Different
through the
voices.
effort of having two different voice
Yeah.
actors, like make them sound a little bit more different.
Yeah, that.
We
Oh,
both kind of do this voice, you know?
You see the
both gonna do this, boys. Oh wow. Yeah, it sort of sounds different. Then I feel like I would have loved the voice more because then if the voice was same, it would have felt like, huh? So the same voice for the same like aliens that Ben meets. No, it should be different. But whatever.
This little dust
Whatever.
swirl thing, everything just always looks so good. Yeah,
Wow.
that tracks.
Badass. Text there. Tax. Nice.
Look
Ooh.
at him go, gosh.
Oh my
Ben
god.
should be taking notes.
Alright, hero time.
Don't just try to muscle it. Might isn't always right.
Do you ever pause to consider your actions at all?
Can't wait for
Wow.
Ben to learn this lesson 10 more times.
This
That's
may be
true.
of some use in the meantime.
Are you serious?
If only he used it more. Came with his action figure though.
Oh yeah, it
Wonder if
did.
Vilgax has grown a little bit more since the last
Really?
episode.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about
No.
the same. And with that, we have the fifth and final.
This one is the best one so
episode
far.
video review. Got ourselves another hero time, so
Yep.
that makes 3 for our counter. Time to
Nice.
give it a rating. Plot, I'm going to give it a 4. This
Nice.
one is
You know what? I'm
definitely
not
a
mad.
Step up from all of the previous episodes.
Ah.
This feels like we're finally starting to dive into the meat of the show. It doesn't really follow too much of a generic plot line, although it definitely does have its own tropes, but so do the other episodes. And it introduces and expands on a lot of the things that we come to know will be major important factors and characters in the Ben 10 series. And speaking of characters, these ones get a solid 5. I feel like
Makes
the growth
sense.
in this episode for Ben, from what we've seen so far, is the first time he's really starting to take the idea of using his powers in a way
The cat in the
that's
background
either
is so
playing
cute.
jokes or
Just
beating up
sleeping.
the bad guys. This is a Ben that now wants
So
to
cute,
learn
that cat.
and understand his transformations and all of their strengths and weaknesses. And it's nice to see the full support of Max behind him, and even Gwen starting to step up
Yeah.
and take this alien stuff a lot more seriously,
Yeah,
rather than it
good.
just being something annoying she has to deal with over the summer.
Yeah, I'm
from her
glad.
Perspective. Tetrax, of course, is a fan favorite character who's only had a selective
Ah.
amount of appearances in the
Yeah,
franchise, but every
sadly.
time you see him in the classic series, he's such an interesting
Yeah.
character. His story alone just shows how the Ben 10 universe is so much bigger than what's going on with the main tree.
But sadly, he only appeared. The last time he appeared was on Force. So disappointing. That episode wasn't that good as I thought it would. I really liked that episode, but now kinda Tech man, like they kind of did low in Tech for me. I wish Tech did appear on Omnibus. I know I heard in a wiki in the Benton wiki that Tech was supposed to appear in Omnibus, but they didn't because I don't know why, but they just didn't. So yeah, maybe they didn't have enough space, or maybe the writers didn't want to, but who knows? Then they just included a different timeline of Tech Test, which is honestly not bad, but we wish we seen the Tech Test that we know, the our Tech Test. So yeah.
And aside from Vilgax, he's our first true introduction to what really is going on in outer space. Visuals, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
While the animation is as pleasing as ever, and the fight scenes were very good. Similar to the Kraken, a lot of what holds this episode back from having a higher score in the visuals is the setting. The whole episode just looks orange. And the fact that Ben used the same alien twice, and the same species of that alien, is also a main character in the episode. There's a lot less diversity with people we get to deal with. But as always with this series, the stuff we saw was brilliant. Importance, you have to give it a 5. Not
Wow.
only does this add so much to the Ben 10 lore, and introduce a lot of characters that do come back in future episodes. And
Yeah.
entertaining, come on. You know it's gotta be a 5. I feel like everything
Oh,
I said
this one
about
is a
the
good one. I'm
reaction and
glad.
my
This
reviews
one
of
I
the past
agree
4
on.
categories
Kudos
can be
a lot.
testament on why this episode is just so damn entertaining. It's
Yeah.
hard to watch this and not just get drawn into the universe. of
Yeah.
Ben 10. Maybe I'm just overhyping
I like
this
Cap, I
episode.
like
Maybe
6X,
I'm
I
just
love
looking for
Tetris,
something. It's
obviously
not
Tetris and
alienating at all
6X.
if you haven't
And
seen
Cap,
the
I
first
do like
4
it too.
episodes. And in
I
fact,
do
would
like
say
him.
this episode makes you want to watch the show even more than what the pilot could.
Yep.
That brings this episode to a full 23 out
Oh,
of
so
25.
good.
I did not think I would get an episode that scores this high, not only in the first season, but within the first 5 episodes
Yeah,
of the show
crazy.
alone. I guess that really goes to show how well this episode was written, how it was produced, and the care that was put into developing
Yeah.
the lore without it just being so much exposition shoved in your face. Had I not known what's going to come in the future of this series, this episode just opens up your imagination to what could possibly come in the future, and I feel is definitely enough to get you hooked and
Yeah.
make you a fan of the show. Now that we've gone through the episodes,
Yep,
we
done.
can start building our road trip timeline. We know that since the first episode, the gang traveled to Washington, D.C.
Oh.
So that's a landmark right
Yeah.
there. And while that is quite a distance from their original starting point, it's safe to assume that they probably made some other stops along the way.
Huh.
This is where the map making gets a bit tricky, as
Oh.
not every episode gives us a definitive location.
Oh yeah, it
But we'll
doesn't.
try to make sense of it anyways. The Kraken takes place somewhere warm and swampy, so we can assume that the gang probably started going south. And at one point, Captain Shaw says,
Sightings go back hundreds of years on this very lake.
and from this photograph, we're led to believe
Sorry for
that
the
it was the
interruption.
Kraken that inspired the tale of the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my god,
But a
that Loch
quick
Ness
Google
Monster.
search
So
shows us that the Loch Ness
that's so
Monster
funny.
rumors originated all the way over in Scotland, and it's unknown when these rumors actually made their way over to America. But we can at least trust that after DC, we're heading south. Permanent retirement again doesn't give us a definitive
Yeah,
location,
that one
but
doesn't.
Extremely hot weather is noted by many characters
Oh my
in
god.
the episode and is even a significant plot point. It's also stated by the Limax that they are currently in a desert, so this further backs the idea that they are indeed going down the map. Hunted, while the episode itself doesn't give us a location, but we're actually saved by the pop-up trivia areas of this episode.
okay.
And now we know that this episode takes place in New Mexico.
Woo!
Gwen also says
My IntelliMap program says this is Slatterville.
doesn't seem to be a real place. But hey, an actual state is good enough for me. With all of this information in mind, our path should look a little something like this. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of the next Ben 10 breakdown and see where else this map takes
That's
us.
so long.
These episodes were certainly a treat to rewatch.
Okay.
They really surprised me with how well they held up. Not just due to airing over 15 years ago, but
Damn.
these are also early
So
episodes
long.
of the series in general. When I was a kid and the show was well into its airings, I had the first 3 seasons on DVD, and these episodes
Wow.
were some of my least favorite to come back
Damn.
to, because frankly put, the show just gets so much cooler than this. And I wanted to see all of the big alien battles and whatnot. But perhaps we overlook these episodes and don't give them a fair chance when we think about what makes a good Ben 10 episode. The first season of a series is typically the worst when it comes to animation, although there are some exceptions. But Ben 10 didn't seem to have too much early installment weirdness, if at all. These episodes, despite being much smaller scale, I still feel can stack up to the bigger and grandiose episodes that come in the future, that are much cooler and more popular among fans. And it really goes to show how well the core foundation of the show worked all the way since the beginning, and is a great example of what made the show so successful in its time. The animation, as you can tell from my countless things to say about it, is nothing to overlook, and it can be so fascinating and well done at times that you can't help but stare and admire what's happening on screen. The characters, while still not up to their full selves, are still entertaining enough to watch on screen, and the aliens definitely make use of every second of their screen time. The fact that the 5th episode of the whole series managed to score a 23 out of 20 on what I believe to be a very fair and efficient ranking system only makes me more excited to see how the future episodes stack up in this new analytical perspective I'm watching the episodes on. And I hope you guys stick around to see yourselves as well. You can also stay updated with everything that we do over on our Discord, and join our Patreon for only $1 a month for exclusive updates weekly on our projects. But until next time, keep it busy.
This one was a good one. Yeah, I mean, this breakdown was fun. I mean, it was a fun breakdown. The next one is going to be interesting one, and then the next one, nice. This is the last two I'm going to react to, and then of course I'm going to react to this one as well, because I already reacted to this episode, and then all this one as well. And I think this has like 3 more episodes. I think so. Or 4? No, it's 4. Yeah, because 53 minutes. Alright, 4 episodes. So I maybe I might just react to the other 2 more episodes. Again, I'm gonna react to 3 episodes. Yeah, 3 episodes. I'm at 6. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do 4 more episodes, and then 11, 12, 13. So 3 more episodes. Then I'm done. Yeah, then season 2 is finished, and then we get to season 3, which will be nice. Alright, anyway, that's it, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this reaction of reacting to remember Ben 10's early episodes, or technically Ben 10 season 2 episode 2 3 4 5 breakdowns. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the action. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more scam. I'm to the link in the description below. If you wanna go subscribe to him, thank you. Link in the description below. And if you wanna go check out the OCM video, link in the description below. And if you wanna go subscribe to my channel, link in the description below. And follow my Instagram, I'm Twitter. Again, if you want to, why not? And all rating. Okay, this one I have to give a 7 out of 10 just because it doesn't agree with me. I'm just joking. I don't care about. That's his opinion, and I respect it. And my opinion that I feel like my most favorite episode to least favorite episode is Haunted and Permanent Retirement. Haunted, and then the Kraken. I just like the Kraken a lot. I don't know why. And the next one, Washington DC, and then Permanent Retirement. Permanent Retirement. I just like that episode, but I just don't care about that episode that much. So that's it, guys. So peace. Adios. Bye for now. Bye.